So I just got this package. This comes from Bandai of America. Cassandra, shout out to you, by the way, you're awesome, sent me an email saying like, hey, we got these new products, do you want to review them? And I said yes, and it was about a month or two later, they have arrived, and I'm very excited to get into this and show you guys what's up. It's very rare that I have some awesome like promotional items to show you, but especially when they're like super duper relevant to what I do and like the channel and everything. So let's get on in and see what we got. Figured I'd give you guys my first impressions first. So it looks like this is the majority of the content. Oh, there's actually more stuff here too. Alright, let's get the big old box out of the way. And here we have bubble wrapped items. So let's open them up and take a look. So these are new Gundam lines that I was basically entirely unaware of. And they look super awesome! Oh my gosh! Look at that Gundam Infinity series. You got Gundam Barbatos right here. This is really giving me some Mobile Suit in Action vibes. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. And I will open this up. I will let you guys get a way closer look. We've got something else here too. I mean, you gotta have the Granddaddy Gundam, right? There he is, the RX-78-2 Gundam. And you can build a Zaku. It has a Build-A-Figure Zaku. And let's just say I'm definitely going to have to pick up the other figures and build myself that Zaku. Because, oh my goodness, you can swap parts? Oh, you can swap the parts. Okay, this is awesome. So yeah, these are branded under the Gundam Infinity series. I really hadn't heard of these before I got the email from Cassandra. And I am very excited to get into this. I actually kind of dig that little package right there. I love this packaging design. Honestly, I love this box so much. I don't want to open these, but I gotta open them. I gotta show what's up. But you can see the Gundam here. It is pretty standard like... Here, let me grab a Mobile Suit in Action figure. So here's an old Mobile Suit in Action figure from Bandai from back in the day, and you can see they're roughly the same size. They're roughly about the same size. And here it is with a high-grade 1144. So you can see they're also like, I mean, they're pretty similar in size. So let's open this up. Let's open, we looked at Barbatos first. So, man, I love Barbatos, and this one's looking really cool. So let's get into it and give you guys my first impressions on this new Gundam line that I'm very excited for. There's also a new line, another line that Cassandra told me about. It's like the Gundam Luminous collection. It's figures that actually have light, like some lights integrated into them. So one thing I do have to say, pretty collector-friendly packaging. I can actually keep this package if I want. I just had to cut some tape on the top and the sides. I can seriously, if I want, put it back in, and there you go. Very collector-friendly pack. Oh my gosh. I can't even talk, I'm just so excited. So let's get this out. Oh, wow. Okay, so here are the Zaku weapons. Of course, you get the Heat Hawk. And you have the Zaku machine gun. But here with Barbatos, ooh, you have his big old like club and then his sword. So, let's nicely put the clamshell back in. You can see, boom, look at that. Totally like no damage to the box whatsoever. That is sweet. Might actually put him back in the box to display him. I mean, the boxes look so cool. Okay, one thing I absolutely love straight away, rubbery V-fins. That means they're not just going to break on you. Because I love 1144 stuff, but oh my gosh, the very rigid plastic V-fins make them so scary to pose sometimes. First impressions, I'm definitely digging it. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it has any sideways arm articulation, but that's all good. It is a smaller figure after all. It's got a waist swivel, got legs that can move forward, got a knee bend, elbow bends, ball joints. It's pretty posable. I do not recall the price, the MSRP on these. Here's the MSRP on these. I know they're not very expensive whatsoever, which is very nice. It feels really quality. I don't feel like I'm going to break it or anything. The paint's pretty decent, too. It's got all the little red trimmings and things. I mean, of course, the Barbatos design is very intricate. It has a lot of little, like, gray things here and there that it's hard even for the model kits to even really capture. But honestly, man, like, let's get in close on the head. That's some really nice detail. It really is. Wow, I'm loving that. Man, for a Gundam action figure that's supposed to be like in U.S. stores, these are going to be stateside. It's so cool to see Gundam getting action figures again. Like, oh my gosh, when's the last time Gundam had a toy line? So here, let's have the mace in his hand. And he holds that pretty well. It is a softer plastic, so I do worry that it might droop over time. But still, it's pretty solid. And how can he work with... Oh, his wrist swivels are really useful. Oh man, there we go. Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm digging that. 100%. Yes, please. Yes, please. So here, let's actually get him with both his weapons, too. Let's just have a little fun. Let's play with him. So yeah, you can have that slung over his shoulder. Then get the sword. Man, these just remind me so much of like Mobile Suit in Action. They really do. And it's just so satisfying to me that they are bringing Gundam back to, you know, domestic markets. Here's another comparison with a Mobile Suit in Action figure, so you can see the size, and with a 1144. So yeah, this is super, super cool. Definitely digging that. But come on, we got to talk about the Granddaddy Gundam. Let's get into him. Because, I mean, if you get one figure out of any Gundam line, this is, number one, this has to be a Wave 1 figure. It's the original Gundam. I do see there's like a perforated edge there where like you can tear it off. But if you cut the tape, it does definitely keep it more collector friendly. Because honestly, a lot of companies, they just, like McFarlane Toys, they have the stands in the back where you basically have to rip into the bubble and into the back to get to it. And I really appreciate when companies like this make it so collector friendly where you don't damage the box, especially if you want to keep it, especially if you want to put them back in the box for display. Because I know some people, they like opening them, but then also putting them back. So let us get out the Gundam. Man, it's such a satisfying way to get him out, too. It really is. And then here we have the Zaku arms. Because like I said, it is a Build-A-Figure. Yeah, it's feeling pretty good. Definitely digging that. I gotta build the Zaku for sure. 100% I'll have to build the Zaku. And here we have the Granddaddy Gundam. There he's got some, the nice soft V-fin. Really nice head articulation. Oh, wow. But then, yeah, he does have the, they use like a ball joint system, I've noticed. It's like you can pop the shoulder pads off. They've got like a similar system of attachment. Then they've got ball joint systems, so you can like pop his arm off and say he needs to replace it with a Zaku arm. I'm pretty sure we could probably get this on. Yeah, there we go. It's pretty much on. You can give him a Zaku arm if you want, because the back of the package did suggest like swapping pieces and everything and sort of making your own mobile suits. That's super cool. Now let's get his weapons too, because he's got his beam rifle. And then he's got one sword. He's got one beam saber. Can you take out the hilts? You cannot take out the hilts. So this is almost like a third beam saber that he's holding, but it's all good. And unfortunately, you can't put the shield on his back. That's a little bit of a missed opportunity, but you can always put it on his arm. And yeah, that's looking pretty cool. I'm definitely digging that for like a budget, like a smaller budget Gundam figure. That's really nice. I do have to say the head sculpt on this one isn't as nice as Barbatos, but that's probably just because Barbatos has so much detail into his head. Like he's got all the little gray surrounding his face, and he's got the big red chin and the little yellow vents on the side. I feel like the more simplistic detail of the original RX definitely makes it not as impressive looking. But I mean, you can always paint align these guys. You can always give them the good old like Gunpla treatment if you want. You know, you can always make them look a little more advanced. Because I mean, at the end of the day, these are budget figures. These are like, I want to say, I already showed the retail, but I think they're like $10 to $15 each, which is not bad whatsoever. For the articulation, what you're getting, the versatility, the durability, they feel really nice. Like, these are Gundam figures that I would give to kids, for sure. Articulation on him. Got a really nice ball joint at the head, ball joints at the shoulders. Don't go out too much, but do go all the way around. Elbow joint, swivel at the wrist. Nice swivel at the waist. A lot of Gundam figures, you really can't swivel the waist. Hips move forward, back, out just a little bit, because they do have the ball joint system. And he's got a hinge at the knee, and he's got a ball joint at the foot. So yeah, I'm really impressed with these. Thank you so much, guys. Definitely loving them, and I'm definitely happy I was able to show you guys. Give you a little bit of an early look at these two awesome Gundam figures that I'm very excited for. This line is awesome. Here, let's do one more comparison with Mobile Suit in Action. Because honestly, man, like, I do think they're slightly taller than Mobile Suit in Action. But still, these are so similar. They really are. It's like Mobile Suit in Action has come back. Because, I mean, these guys had the same, like, ball joint system. Like, the articulation is basically the same between these and Mobile Suit in Action. I'm holding this, and I feel like I'm holding an old Mobile Suit in Action figure. It's really great. And I love the packaging design. I definitely feel like these are worth the money, for sure. And I love that they come with the Build-A-Figure, you know? You get to build a Zaku. Now, granted, I just have a Zaku after Amuro got to it. So, I mean, it's looking a little diced up, a little dicey. But still, that's funny. And that's really cool. Definitely need to get myself the rest of the pieces because, yes, I'm very much loving this line. And these figures are definitely great additions, not only to my Gundam figure and model kit collection, but also, like, if you're a casual Gundam fan that doesn't really... It's a little more intimidated by the model kits, and you feel like the Gundam Universe figures are a little too big, maybe a little, you know, not really your thing, maybe a little too expensive. These are a very good alternative, for sure. They're not as stylized as Gundam Universe. They're very, like, pure and true to the original designs. And I really like them. I really do. I'm very biased in saying that, yes, because I grew up with Mobile Suit in Action. That's what I grew up with. So seeing basically that coming back with Gundam Infinity, yes, please. Yes, I'm loving it. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much to the people over at Bandai of America, including Cassandra, for reaching out to me. And thank you all so much for watching. Shout out to the patrons of Patreon. You guys are awesome. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Just anyone and everyone watching this. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a great day. I love you. Alrighty, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.